Hi guys. So I am your trainer Mohan. So I'll be taking your session today. So just give me let's wait for a few couple of minutes. Let's wait for some more people to join and then we can start shortly. This is going to be a demo session. So I'll be there to explain you about the course contents, the duration. Okay. I'll briefly touch about the topics that we are going to cover. All right. You can ask me if you have any questions at the end of this session. I'll give you some time and then you can ask me your questions. Okay. So let's wait for a couple of more minutes before the rest of them join. All right, I believe we have enough people in this session. So let's start with our course contents for today. All right, hold on a minute. I have someone messaging me. All right, cool. So welcome to this session. So I am Mohan. I will be your instructor. I will be a trainer for your SELENIUM, basically your testing course. This course is it basically covers manual plus automation. Okay, it covers both manual as well as automation. So the entire course duration will be easily 2.5 months. So roughly, you got take 75 days. Let's say 75 days. 2.5 months, and it might even extend 1 week here and there. We may complete 1 week early, or we may complete even 1 week faster, but I'll try to keep up the pace. We don't go any faster or any slower. We will go at the required pace. So the course duration will be for 75 days. The fee details and all will be communicated to you by the admin team. The admin team will slowly, in the chat box, they will be messaging their contact details. Okay. All right. Okay, no problem. So the admin team will be sending you the contact details, their contact details. You can reach out to them on WhatsApp. I do not have any idea about fees. I look into only the training part. The administrative part will be taken care by the admin team. The admin team will be posting their contact details in the chat box. You can reach out to them. All right. So the first 1 week, it's going to be demo. I'll try to cover new concepts every day, but please remember that it's going to be a demo session. And since this is the end of the week, not many people might be joining on a Friday or on a Saturday evening. So you may have to wait for a couple of more days so that the batch fully starts. So this is going to be a manual plus automation course, and the course duration will be for 75 days easily. Okay, only manual. We might spend at least 30 days for manual and rest for automation. At least 30 days needs to be spent roughly, not mandatorily 30 days, but roughly 30 days. I might need 30 days to complete the manual course contents. So the manual course contents will be something like this. I'll be sharing you the manual testing notes. The manual testing notes will be somewhere around 30 pages. I'll be explaining all of these concepts to you in the class. So this is going to be a fully online class. It's not offline. There is no offline at 9 p.m. IST. So this is a fully online class. So I would recommend you guys to join from your laptops or desktops. If you do not have it, that's all right. You still have some time to get your laptops or desktops. At least by the time we complete half of our manual stuff, I would expect you guys to get your laptop so that you can execute everything hands-on in the session itself. This is going to be a hands-on session. This is not a theoretical session where I execute programs, where I teach concepts and you guys will simply listen to it. No, I will be asking you guys some questions in the middle because I believe that's how you will be learning stuff. You will not be able to learn anything if you're only going to, just look at my screen. No, that's not how you practice. That's not how you learn. All right. So I would really want you guys to join from your laptops or desktops. Mobile phones, that's all right in the beginning of your session. For the first 1-2 weeks, it's all right if you join from your mobile phones, but later on, I would expect you guys to join from your machines. Okay. So in your manual, I'll be covering these theoretical concepts like, the basics, starting from the basics. What is testing? Okay. The SDLC, it's software development life cycle. I'll be covering the SDLC, the different SDLC models. All right. Okay, we will also learn about agile methodology as part of SDLC models. We'll also learn about agile methodology. You will also learn about SDLC, the test life cycle, SMLC, the maintenance life cycle, also the bug life cycle. These are all theoretical concepts. You will be learning them as part of this session. I will be sharing this Word document with you once the batch is finalized. So the Naresh IT team, admin team will be creating Google Classroom. Okay. Once you are done with your payments, they will be creating a Google Classroom like this. All right. They'll be creating a Google Classroom. Any updates related to the class will be updated here, will be provided here to you. Okay. All the files, all the details will be shared via your Google Classroom in the initial days of your course. In the initial days of your course. Okay. Next, we will also cover writing cases, how to write our test cases. Basically, the template to write our test cases. This is also that is something that is covered as part of this manual course content. Next, you will also learn about Jira. You'll also learn about Jira. Jira is a bug tracking tool. Okay. I would really want you guys to bring your laptops when we start discussing our Jira, because I will tell you, I will explain you, I'll give enough time for you so that you guys can create your own logins. You guys can create your own IDs on Jira, and you can, do it along with me in the session. You have to do it along with me in this session. Only then you are going to understand Jira. Jira is a very simple tool. It's not complex, but if you guys can do it along with me in the session on your laptops or desktops, that would be really helpful for you. All right. See, listening 100 times or practicing it 1 or 2 times is both the same. So I wouldn't want you guys to waste your time with too much of listening. So it's better you guys also do it along with me in the session. I give you enough time. That is why I take 75 days to complete this course. There is more emphasis. There is more importance for your practice. More importance is placed on your practice. So that is why I want you guys to get your laptops. And I repeatedly tell this for everyone in the session. See, it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory, even if you don't have laptop or desktop. No, you might be a student studying in Hyderabad from some far off place. So that's all right. Even if you don't have your laptop, you can still join this session, because Naresh IT has their own labs. To have lab assistants also to help you out with your queries in the labs. You can practice in Naresh IT labs free of cost. Once you have paid your fees, you can practice in Naresh IT labs. No problem. You have your lab assistants also there to help you with all of your queries. Everyone clear, or am I going too fast, or are you guys able to understand me? All good? Okay. So I'm not really explaining you the entire course content, because I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to bore you guys with too much of technical stuff on the very first day. Roughly here and there, we will be covering all of these concepts. Okay. These are all SDLC models and your agile model, the different types of functional and non-functional testing types. Okay. Your test cases, your bug life cycle. Okay. All of these will also be covered as part of this course. The entire notes will be shared with you once you are done with your training. Okay. Next, this is half of your manual testing. This is what we cover in manual testing. The half of manual testing is now done. In the next half, we will learn about manual database testing using MySQL. Okay, and just to let you guys know, you need not have any testing knowledge. You need not have any programming knowledge. You need not have any knowledge about any of these concepts I'm explaining here. That's all right. Even if you're completely new to this, you are an MBA, you are a mechanical engineer, you are a mechanical engineer, or you are from EEE, you're completely a non-IT person, non-technical person, and that's still fine, no problem. But the basic thing I would expect from you guys is the basic arithmetic skills, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. I want you guys to have this knowledge and the basic computer knowledge, opening a browser or opening a file, updating a file, right click, left click, all of these concepts. If you are thorough with these basic concepts, then that's enough to join this course. You need not worry. I have this much of experience. I have this much of break in my career. This is my background. I'm from a non-IT background. I'm not from this computer science department. I've done degree. Don't need to worry about all of that stuff. This is not specific to any domain. I have people who are 60 years old and still learning this course. So I bet you guys are better than them. I have 60-year-olds joining my session early in the morning. Early in the morning, 7:30, I have people joining my sessions. People who are 60 years old also. So if they are able to understand, I believe you guys will also be able to understand, provided you put enough efforts. So we'll also be learning MySQL. Anyone aware about MySQL? Anyone has any idea? All right. Even if you don't have any idea, that's all right. Okay. So this is your MySQL. And I want you guys to get your own machine so that you can again practice your MySQL. Also, I'll be giving you the manual database testing notes also. You need not worry. I will also give you the SQL queries, which we practice in the class. We will be practicing all the SQL queries in the class. Roughly some 75 to 80 odd SQL queries will be discussed in the class. So all those SQL queries will also be shared with you. Okay. Those SQL queries will also be shared with you. Post that, we will also look into our manual API testing using Postman. Postman is another tool of API testing. We're not going in depth into API testing, but why are we learning our database testing and API testing as part of manual course is some companies expect you guys to have this at least basic level of knowledge. Okay. So no, simply, your manual testing is nothing but bunch of concepts, bunch of definitions. That's it. Covers nothing much apart from your definitions and concepts. All theory. There is no code written anywhere. There is nothing that you are going to do. There's not enough thing. There's not sufficient, material for you to practice also. So at least if you have these skill set, database testing and your API testing skills, it would be better because you guys will have more competitive edge when it comes to an interview. Okay, simply learning definitions and attending your interview is not going to get you, it's basically based on luck. So to have better odds to be having a very high chance of getting a manual testing role, it's better if you guys also learn database testing and API testing. This is part of the course itself. You're not learning it specially. This is part of the course only. So learn this also. Learn this. This is also a part of the manual core testing course content. So all these four concepts will require your laptop. Writing test cases, working with your Jira, manual database testing where you will be writing your SQL queries, manual API testing where you will be doing API testing using Postman. For all of these things, you need your laptop. It would be better if you guys have laptop. Even if you don't have it, that's all right. That's all right. You can still manage, not a problem. But having a laptop will be giving you a lot of edge. So I would recommend having laptop or desktop, whatever it is feasible. It's not mandatory, guys. I'm not saying it's mandatory. I am telling this to you as a well-wisher. Okay, it's better if you have it. All good? All good, everyone? Okay. Looks like I have some queries. Yeah, unmute option. I don't think you will have it. Maybe I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure about it because I'm the trainer. I will have unmute option. Maybe I'm not sure about it. You can post your queries in the chat box. You can post your queries in Google Classroom. I will also give you another application where you can post your queries. No problem. Next week, the course will start next week. Any other queries, guys? Any other queries? When you have your laptop, why would you have online practice classes? You obviously have your laptop. So if you have your laptop, you can practice on your machine itself, right? I'm going to help you set it up, everything. All these softwares, everything I'll help you to install on your machines itself as part of the course. You can practice on your machine itself. You don't need any extra links or anything like that. The very concept of this particular course is to take you as close as possible to a real-time corporate project. So I'll try to set up everything in your laptop itself. You can check with the admin team, Shivraj. One thing I would like to tell you guys is, see, I mean, if you are expecting a real-time project, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. That project, you cannot put that as experience in your interviews. I'm really sorry, because that's not how it works. Because even when I interview candidates, I face all of these profiles. So it's pretty evident that you have purchased the project somewhere else. So do not be in this dilemma or confusion that this project which I explain here is enough for me so that I can put 5 years of automation experience, and based on this project, I'll get a 5 years automation experience project. No, because that's not how real time works. These projects which I provide you are for your practice purpose. I'll give you a simple basic project for your API testing. I'll give you SQL queries for MySQL. I'll give you a sample framework for your automation also. No problem. That will be covered. You can consider that as a project, but project does not mean it will have too many test cases. Project also means that you are also supposed to contribute to the project. If you are only going to learn the project, I don't feel that you will be able to perform better in your interview. Don't think that mugging up this code or mugging up this project or butting this project is going to get you a job. No, that's not how it works. This is why it is a hands-on session. That is why I ask you guys to get your laptops. Okay. These projects will give you a very good understanding of a real-time project. Real-time project wise, yes. And using that project, you can put some 1 or 2 years of experience. The entire course is enough to manual plus automation. You can easily put 5 to 7 years of experience and you can still secure a job, but only if you're confident with your skill set. The course covers in-depth concepts about all your frameworks, your automation, your manual. It's a very exhaustive course. That is why it takes 75 days. Had it been a very small course, I would have covered this in 1.5 months itself. But I'm taking 2.5 months because this is a very exhaustive course. I'll give you a sample automation project also, which will set the tone for your actual project. You can also contribute to that project. You can also send your test cases. I will also be giving you tasks. Once I complete enough syllabus, I will also be giving you some tasks. You should submit me your code also. So project does not mean that I give you the entire thing, you mug that up and you exactly, Just like how we used to answer as kids to our parents. We answer our question and answers. No, that's not how this course is going to be. This course will test your skills. This course will require your participation. This course will require your submissions, your assignments also. So I'm going to give you assignments also. You should actually submit your code also. Many people have submitted their code like this. This is from one of my morning sessions where they have submitted the code. Okay. So you are also supposed to do that without fail once the batch starts. So don't be in that dilemma that the project is enough to secure a job. The project is enough to secure a job. It will cover all the extensive details, but I'm not sure if you can keep that as your experience. Using this project, I'll put 5 years of experience and I will get a job. Trust me, no project in the market, any institute, it's not possible. Because we have also been through this phase. We also know even when I interview candidates, I know thoroughly if the candidate has got that knowledge, project level knowledge or not. Okay. So if you're thorough with your basics, the project is very easy to handle for you. So I would recommend you guys to first concentrate on the course contents, learn the concepts, and then start contributing to the project. I see many of you asking about what frameworks are covered. Are we going to get projects? Are the projects enough to secure a job? You know, I see all of these questions being asked in the chat box, which is very reasonable. Not saying it's wrong, but what I expect from you guys is also your contribution. You should also submit your test cases. You should also submit your code. And when will you be able to do this? You will not be able to directly work on the project. Trust me. This is not a very straightforward course. This covers core Java. Your course automation, you see, manual will not have much project, to be honest. Most of the project will be in your database testing, API testing, and your test cases and Jira. This is where your hands-on will be most of the times, because the rest of the concepts are theoretical only, concepts itself. Okay. So you will have enough hands-on exposure, provided you are willing and eager to participate in all of the tasks I give. Okay. Next, the course will be for 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, 9 p.m. IST online. Monday to Saturday, 9 p.m. IST online. If you are from a different country, different time zone, then it's a different issue altogether. You should convert the time as per your time zone and you can attend. Okay. Okay. Next, the recorded videos will be shared with you by the admin team. I believe there is a separate fee structure for with videos and without videos. I'm really not sure about it. The admin team will be posting their contact details shortly, so you can reach out to them on WhatsApp. I don't think it's better to call them at this point of time. It's better you guys can reach out to them via WhatsApp. They have WhatsApp for those numbers. I'll call them after 10 minutes and I'll ask them to post their phone number so that you can message them. Okay. The recorded videos, I am not going to share the recorded videos because I don't have access to any of that stuff. I only train people. The recorded videos will be shared with you by the admin team only based on your fee structure. That's all I can tell you, because recording is not done on my machine. The recorded videos are not stored on my machine. So you can reach out to the admin team and ask them more details. Okay. The session is going to be for 1.5 hours. In the initial days, I'm going to take it for 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Gradually, I'm going to increase the duration because I don't expect you guys to pay that much of attention in the initial days, because in the initial days, it's all manual testing, which is mostly theoretical. I really know it's a dry subject, but yeah, I'm not going to take 1.5 hours session straightforward right from the day one. It's going to be one hour 15-minute session, and slowly we can increase the course duration, everyday duration. Okay. What is your manual course content is? Do you guys have any queries with your manual course content, or am I clear? Anything, any queries that you have with your manual course content, guys? Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Let me answer your queries. No, Jenkins is not part of this course. Jenkins is a CI/CD tool. CI/CD is not under the purview of your testing. All right. CI/CD is under a DevOps. So Jenkins will be covered extensively in your DevOps course. DevOps is not covered in this course. This is a purely testing course. Java full stack students eligible. Okay. Yes, Java full stack candidates are also eligible. But again, I think you may have to pay separate fee both for your Java full stack as well as your Selenium. I'm not sure about it. Check with the admin team. But only if you pay a fee for Java full stack, I'm not sure if that's how it works. I'm really not sure about it. Check with the admin team. Job placement fees, as I already told you, fees. I'm not sure about the fees. Check with the admin team. Job placement support. Yes, Naresh IT has placement support. You can reach out to the admin team. They will be able to give you more details. As I already told you, I only look into the training part. I'm not sure about all of that stuff because even I am a working professional. So I don't look into the fees, recordings, the placement and all of that stuff. I teach you to the maximum content possible. So that's what I do. Yes, there will be resume preparation session also. Don't worry. So I hope everyone's see guys, I've asked you about manual course contents. Do not ask about anything else that is not yet covered. Why are you so worried? You guys seem to be so worried about this. Concentrate only about the stuff that I'm telling to you at the moment. Okay. What I've covered was just manual course content. Are you guys clear with that? Just answer yes or no. Once the manual course starts, that's when you will understand it. You still have a few more demos left. So Parvati, I would recommend you to join a few more demos so that you will get a clear understanding of this. Okay. So this is your manual course content. Next comes your automation. So in your automation, you have several automation tools in the market. Okay, you have several automation tools in the market like, QTP, QFT, Pasca, and finally your Selenium. These are all your paid tools, licensed software, licensed tools where you need to pay even to use them. These are all your paid tools. You need to pay and only then you can use them. But whereas your Selenium is open source, it's free of use, free to use, of cost. Anyone can use it, no problem. So that is why we cover Selenium. Our course is Selenium, and not just Selenium. Selenium is available in multiple languages, multiple programming languages like Python, Java, Ruby, okay, PHP, multiple languages. But if you open your Naukri or Monster or Indeed or whatever job portal, LinkedIn, whatever it is, see that the majority of openings are for Selenium with Java. Majority of the openings are for Selenium with Java. The functionality of Selenium is same in Python, in Java, Ruby. The functionality is same. The working of Selenium is same, but the way you write your code is different. Selenium, I mean, your Java code is different. Your Python code is different. Your Ruby code is different. Your PHP code is different. Functionality is still the same. Functionality is still the same. All right, but the problem is the coding language. Because the majority of the openings in the market at the moment, okay, if you check any major job portal, Naukri, Indeed, Monster, LinkedIn, anything, you see that the majority of the jobs are for Selenium with Java. So that is why when we start our automation with core Java, not directly Selenium. We don't start Selenium directly from day one in your automation. We start with core Java. We cover core Java from zero, from basics. Even if you're not aware of core Java, no problem. Core Java will be covered from basics. Imagine core Java will be covered. You know, if you take an exclusively core Java course in Naresh IT, think of something and think of a situation where you have enrolled for a core Java course in Naresh IT. When compared to that course, at least 3/4 of that course will be covered in your Selenium course only. That much of core Java will be covered in my session. As a faculty, I teach more core Java. My concentration will be more on automation part. Does not mean that I don't teach manual. No, I will teach manual also. I will give all the importance, all the definitions, everything. I will give all the support for manual also. But extra importance will be given for automation because that's where your salaries are. That's where high paying salaries are available. Okay. So for automation, I start core Java. When you compare it with other institutions, other faculty also, my core Java course will be very, very extensive. Okay. Very extensively core Java will be covered for you. So when compared to an actual core Java student, you will be covered almost 3/4 of their core Java course, even though this is not a core Java course. This is not a core Java course, my friends, but still I cover at least 3/4 of the core Java course, an exclusive core Java course. Okay. Almost 70 to 80% of core Java will be covered. I mean, I'm really not going to get into the course contents, but I can show you how much core Java I cover. So this is all your automation. Okay. In your core Java, I will be covering these many concepts. I'll be covering these many concepts in your core Java, and some of the programs I have to write it inside some other program. So you might not see enough count here, but roughly you'll be getting 35 to 40 programs alone in your core Java, which is a lot by any standard. You will be interview ready if you follow my instructions thoroughly. You will be interview ready. Trust me. So this much of core Java will be covered for you as part of your core Java course. And after your core Java is done, from basics, everything will be explained from basics. You need not have any core Java knowledge. Just basic computer knowledge, basic mathematical skills are enough. That's it. I am not expecting anything extraordinary from any of the candidates because you shouldn't expect anything from those who are joining newly. Okay. So because automation is where your money is. All right. So imagine, I mean, now don't start asking me what is the average salary for an automation engineer. It depends on your performance in the interview. Okay. If you perform extremely well, I have seen 1 year experience guy getting 32 lakhs as an automation engineer, even when my salary is, somewhere half of it. Okay. I have seen 1 year experienced automation guy. I mean, he's not even into automation. He has just got some Java coding skills. That's it. He has got 32 lakhs package in my company. It all depends on how you perform in your interview, how is your luck on that particular day. All right. But how you perform is basically in your hands. So how much you learn here, that much you will be benefited. So don't start asking me what will be the salary for your manual tester and an automation engineer. It is completely company specific, your years of experience, your performance in the interview, and finally your luck also. Okay. And how you negotiate with the interviewer. The same role, same experience, one person might be getting 10 lakhs, another person might be getting 14 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Same role, same experience, same job, same project. Depends. It all depends on your negotiation skills and your talent and your luck. Okay. So this is how it works. Once your core Java is covered, we will be starting our Selenium. What is Selenium actually? What do we do in our Selenium? What is Selenium? Selenium is browser-based automation tool. Whatever that you do with your browser, right from opening the browser, I believe everyone understands what a browser is. Everybody aware of what a browser is? Can you guys give an example for a browser? Can you guys give an example for a browser? See, I will be asking you guys many questions in this session itself. Okay, so you are expected to answer. The course will not, the class will not move forward. Since this is just a demo session, I'm not going to trouble you too much. But once the batch starts, once the course starts, I'm not going to move forward unless you answer my questions. This is not an offline session where I call you to the board and ask you to write answers or code. But since this is an online session, I would stop the session there and I would take exclusive, think of it like a mock interview. I'm not going to ask individual candidates, but I'm going to ask you a question and you are supposed to answer it. Unless you answer it, I'm not going to move forward, because I believe that's how you will learn. Unless you answer, unless you participate in every single activity in the session, only then you will learn. If you sit quietly, calmly, without doing anything, without answering anything, I'm sorry, you might not understand anything, because I'm not like any other faculty. I am going to put more emphasis on your efforts. Your efforts are more important. The more you put your efforts, the more you're going to learn. All right. So Selenium is a browser-based automation tool. So as you guys said, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Opera, Safari, these are all your browsers. Okay. You open any website of your choice. Any website, you open your browser, that can also be automated. Once you open your browser, you go to a particular website, that can also be automated. Okay. After that, you can click on any button, you can click on any image, you can click on any link, you can log in, you can log out. If it is YouTube, you can search for a video. If it's Facebook, you can log into Facebook. Anything, you can do some Google search. These are just basic examples. You can do far more than that. Everything that is done in your browser can be automated with the help of Selenium. Selenium is that tool, that browser-based automation tool. But don't ask me, can we do MS Paint? Can we do MS Paint or open our calculator application, or can we do PowerPoint presentations with Selenium? No, because those are your desktop applications. You cannot automate desktop applications with your Selenium. You can automate browser-based applications, and nobody automates your desktop applications. No, there is no market at all for your desktop applications. The entire market, the entire job market is for browser-based automation only. Okay. So you will be covering Selenium extensively. So Selenium also you'll be covered enough concepts to attend your interview without any fear. So these are all your Selenium concepts. We'll be covering Selenium also extensively. After this, I will be covering 2 frameworks. No, you cannot automate WebEx or Teams, because those are your browser-based those are not your browser-based applications. Even though you log in from your browser, you have something called as OTP or sometimes even CAPTCHA. OTP can be automated to some extent, but CAPTCHA cannot be automated. I hope everyone understands what CAPTCHA is. Okay. So the very purpose of having OTP or CAPTCHA is to prevent automation, to prevent robots from automating things like this. So that is why you cannot automate this stuff. OTP can be automated to some extent, but not CAPTCHA. That is the major disadvantage or major limitation, not disadvantage, limitation. Because in your testing environment, you can disable your CAPTCHA, you can disable your OTP, no problem. So we cannot automate your WebEx or Teams. No. The very purpose of automating these browsers is, imagine, why do we have to automate? Why do you have to do automation? Let me give you a very simple theory, simple example, simple scenario. So imagine there are 2 kinds of testing teams in your separate projects. Your manual testing team and your automation team, or your automation testing Selenium team. So imagine your manual testing team is testing 100 functionalities. Log in, log out. If it's some e-commerce application, searching for a product, buying that product, doing UPI-based transaction, doing credit card-based transaction. There are multiple functionalities for an application. Application is nothing but your website. Okay. You open your website. Think of this. This is your Amazon. What all do you do on your Amazon? You search for some product. Okay. Next, you purchase some product. You place your order. You add to your cart. Okay. Then you pay with your credit card. You pay with your debit card. You pay with your phone pay, Paytm, UPI, whatnot. All these are your functionalities, features of the entire Amazon application. So all these features, your testing team, your manual testing team has to test it. 100 functionalities, maybe they have tested it. So month, 100 functionalities. If every month they are going to do the same testing, are they going to discover any new defect? Imagine some defect has appeared in the application. How will they be able to test it? If every month they are doing the same kind of testing, how will they find out any new bugs? Bug is nothing but if your application is not working as per the requirement. Imagine, click on your login functionality. You click on your login button here. Okay, you click on your login button here. Sign in button. If the sign in button is not working, you click on your sign in. The sign in button is not working. Nothing but your defect. That is your defect. So if this defect is not found out when you are testing, this defect is not found out by your testing team, because every time they are testing only these 100 test cases, then that will be a problem. So every time your manual testing team needs to test something new without discarding the old test cases. So in month 1, in your first month, if they are testing 100 test cases or 100 functionalities, in second month, they should test 150 or let's say 120 test cases. But how can they increase their capacity? They cannot increase their capacity all of a sudden. They cannot recruit more people every month. No, that's not how it happens. What happens is, that is when your automation team will come into existence. The automation team, what they'll do is, whatever test cases they are doing manually, these 100 test cases, each month they will be automating them so that they need not do it again using manual. Manual testing, what does manual testing mean? Manual testing is nothing but testing with the help of your bare hands, with your mouse, with your keyboard, with your mobile, whatever it is. But when it comes to automation, you write some programs. So I'll show you one simple automation case. This is your Facebook website. Okay. On your Facebook website, the requirement is, let me show you the requirement. The requirement is to select some date of birth. It has to click on create new account and it has to select something like 1st January 2020. It has to select something like 1st January 2020 like this. And I want to automate all of this stuff, opening the browser, clicking on this create account button, and then typing my details here. All of this has to be automated. This is a very basic sample, small example. See what happens when you use Selenium. The program will be run like this. I'm not expecting you to understand any of this. That's all right. But this is what automation does. All of a sudden, a new browser will open on my screen like this. See, like this. It will open Facebook all by itself. It will maximize this screen. Oh, no. Then it will type 1st January 2020. See. It has done everything by itself. I've not done anything with my bare hands or anything. But if the same thing has to be done by your manual tester, imagine the same thing has to be done by your manual tester. He will take at least 2 to 5 minutes, right? The entire test case here, it has executed in less than 30 seconds. It has executed in less than 30 seconds. But if your manual tester does this, it will take 2 to 5 minutes. And imagine doing this every month, every day, every week. This will be a lot of repetition for them. So that is why these test cases which they are doing manually, after they are done with their manual testing, after the bugs are fixed, that's when we start automating them like this, which have shown you just a while ago. So we'll be automating that stuff, and slowly out of these 100 test cases, we'll be automating 51 month, 31 month, another 31 month, like the so on. Slowly, we will be automating all their manual test cases so that they can create new test cases and test the application even better. The more test cases you write, the more different ways you test the application, the better it will be for you. More testing needs to happen on the application. More testing happens, more tested the application will be, more chances of finding a bug, more bugs are found out, more bugs can be fixed. If more bugs are fixed, a better product will be delivered to the client. This is the entire logic, the entire idea behind automation. Am I clear, guys? Am I clear? The more testing happens on the application, the more chances of finding a bug. The more bugs are found out, the more bugs can be fixed. The more bugs are fixed, the more better your application will be. The better your application will be. I'm not saying the application will be 100% bug free. Maybe, maybe not. But your application will be having less and less and less number of bugs every month. So that's how, that is the entire purpose of automation. The entire purpose of automation is to reduce the burden of your manual testing team so that they can test the application in newer ways, in newer methods, and so that the existing testing can be automated and the new test cases can be done using manual. That's the entire purpose of automation. So once your automation is in your automation, once core Java and Selenium is covered, I'll be starting test ng. This is one framework. You will learn this framework, test ng framework. Okay. After this, you will learn your Cucumber framework. This is also covered as part of this course. And after this, I'll be giving you a sample project for your practice, so that you can also start contributing to the project. You can also start sending your code. By the time we cover our core Java, that is when you are supposed to submit your code. I'll give you some tasks in the middle. You should submit your code. Yes, but bugs will be appearing continuously, because even developers are human beings. Human beings make mistakes, so that's completely acceptable. Okay, this is how your course will look like. Everybody understood the concept? I mean, was I clear? Was I understandable? All okay, guys? All okay? I'm getting very few responses in the chat box. No, I'm not saying Python is not good, but the entire purpose of learning this course is to get a job, right? Why are you learning this course? You're learning this course to get a job. So to get a job, it's better to learn something that is in demand in the market. Selenium with Java has been in demand since many years. I have ample experience, ample real-time experience to suggest you that Selenium with Java is still the leading recruiter in the market. Java has still got life. You know, some people say Python is good. I'm not saying Python is bad. Python is extremely good. But your jobs, majority of the jobs, let's say I can confidently say that at least 70 to 75% of the jobs in the market for automation are based on Java only. 70 to 70% of jobs in the market for automation are based on Java itself. So I'm saying learn Selenium with Java so that you are better prepared for your job market. Not saying Python is bad, but you will be having a better chance of getting a job. Okay. Yes, GitHub will be covered, because that's how I will. No, why will I cover C#? No, this course is a Selenium with Java course. Nothing else will be covered. C# or Python will not be covered in this course. So yes, GitHub will be covered. Git will be covered. Maven will also be covered. Basics of all of these concepts will be covered for you. Nothing to worry. Yes, Gokul, sufficient to shift. If you are working as a manual tester, this is sufficient to shift from manual to automation. API testing, yes, the basics of API testing will be covered. This is not an exclusive API testing course, but yes, you will have good knowledge of API testing after the end of the API testing course. Of course, all the softwares, I'll help you with installation of all the softwares. I'll give you all the software list that you need to download. Okay, in the class notes itself, I'll give you the list of softwares, the links from where you need to download your softwares so that you can download all of them. I'll be, adding you to GitHub. You should also create your GitHub accounts. I'll show you how to do all of that stuff. You just come with your laptops. That's it. That's more than enough. Come with your laptops or desktops. That's enough. You join the session like using them. That's it. Leave the rest of it to me. I'll take care of the rest. Creating your GitHub accounts, creating your Jira accounts. I'll show everything to you in the class. Hands on. You should do it for yourself. See, Sam, I really can't say that. I really can't answer that. But one thing I can answer for you is, you can put some experience. I'm not saying put 10 years, 20 years of experience. No, put some experience. Just enough. See, this course will be enough for you to handle 5 to 8 years of experience. Also, you'll have ample knowledge after the end of this course. I'm not saying 5 to 8 years of exclusive automation experience, but 5 to 8 years of manual plus automation experience would be enough. Okay, if you're going for exclusive automation, 2 to 3 years, 3 to 4 years also will be fine, no problem. But anything more than that, it's up to your skill set. It's not that I'm not going to cover anything in that. We'll have even advanced concepts covered in this course. But after that, if you put too much of automation experience, I would say you should be talented enough to answer the interview questions. I'll also give you interview questions also, need not worry. But what I would tell you, I suggest you, Sam, is to, if you can put up some experience, manual-based automation, and if you thoroughly understand the concepts, then I think you can give it a chance. There's nothing wrong in giving it a chance. Maybe you will handle it easily if you put enough efforts. So I would suggest you to try it. Ultimately, it's better to have an IT job. I mean, not saying other jobs are not good, but you already know the thing, right? Anyone can join. I'm a developer, no problem. You are a manual tester, no problem. You are from non-IT, no problem. You are an MBA, no problem. Does not matter what your experience is, does not matter what your current job role is, does not matter what your skill set is, does not matter what your domain education qualification is. Anyone can join. Okay, anyone can join, anyone can attend, provided you put, see, Durga, if you can get all those documents, you can do it. See, you shouldn't expect Naresh IT to provide all the payslips and all that stuff, right? So I don't think that's possible. So you can check with the admin team. That's not possible. So your wish. If you have the documents, you can do it. It's up to you. Yes, Deepak, you can do it. Provided if you can provide all those documents, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, all those documents, go ahead. This experience is enough. This course is enough for you to put up some experience. No problem. Hold on. Need not worry. Hold on. Rishal, did you not hear what I was saying? Cucumber will be covered. Did you join late? All right. As I said, it's a 6-day class. Weekly 6 days only. Sunday, I'm not going to take a class. All right. When did I say this is a full stack role? I mean, when did I say this is a full stack class? No, this is not a full stack class. This is a testing class. This is a testing class. Classes will start from next week. This is a full stack. This is not a full stack class. This is a testing class. Not sure who told you this is a full stack class, because this is, are you guys told that this is a full stack class? Are you guys told that this is a full stack class, guys? Did anyone tell you that this is a full stack course? I mean, this link is for full stack. No, this link is for Selenium, manual plus automation testing. Maybe you have joined the wrong meeting, I believe, but again, I'm not sure. I did not understand your question, but this is a Selenium, basically testing class, manual plus automation. When did I say full stack will be covered in this? What did I say about Java? Can anyone repeat? What did I tell you about Java? What did you remember? Can anyone repeat in the chat box? What did I tell you about core Java as part of this course? Exactly. When compared to a full stack, not when compared to a core Java course, exclusive core Java course, if you join a core Java course in Naresh IT or any other institute, and compared to that core Java course, I will be covering 70% of core Java easily. Not just going to touch the outer topics in Java, and I'm not going to say that's it. No, core Java will be covered in depth, but this is not a full stack course. This is not even a core Java course. I'm not going to cover full stack Java. Why would I cover full stack Java? We take money from you for Selenium and testing, and why do you expect us to explain full stack? No, the money you pay is for testing. So you're only going to learn testing in this, both manual as well as automation, not full stack Java, right? You pay for something and you learn something. Maybe that's not how it works, right? So how many months? 2.5 months. 2.5 months is the course duration. Oh, next week onwards. I mean, tomorrow you still have a class. I've not told anything about tomorrow. So tomorrow you still have a class. Tomorrow I'll be starting some basic concepts. Today has just gone into demo. So I'll start some basic concepts tomorrow. You can join the session tomorrow also. But if I mean, every day, if there is no session, you will be informed before itself. Maybe sometime I will be sick. I may not be able to attend. I might be out of station. So in that case, I will. I'll be myself or Naresh IT will be updating you well in advance. You need not join the session. You need not wait for me in that case. So if there is anything like that, we will inform you beforehand itself. Certificate, you can reach out to admin team. Let me just inform the admin team. They might not have given their contact details. Hold on a minute. Let me call them and ask them to provide the details. Ravi, ask the admin team itself. As I already told, I'm not going to cover, not going to record anything. The recordings will be not present on my machine. So you can check with the admin team itself. The demo videos will be uploaded to YouTube. So you can check it out on YouTube also. Only the demo videos, not the actual course videos. We have Ramesh sir with us in the session. So just hold on a minute. Let me ask Ramesh sir to give the contact details. I'm not sure about the channel name. Maybe Naresh IT has a channel on YouTube. You can check it out. You will see enough demo videos. What I teach in this course, what the core Java I teach in this course is more than enough. That much of core Java is not even necessary for your Selenium, to be honest with you. Whatever I teach in this course, whatever core Java I teach in this course, that much of core Java is not even necessary for you to automate stuff. But from an interview perspective, in your interview, the interviewer will be asking you from all the concepts. So it's better to learn those concepts as well so that you can be interview ready. Akash, those details, the demo for the demo purpose, the link will be the same. The Zoom link will be the same during your entire demo session. You might be having 3 or 4 demo sessions as well. So for the entire demo sessions, your link will remain the same. After the batch actually starts, after you guys pay the fees and the batch starts, the link will be shared with you separately. You guys will be given, I mean, there will be a student portal for you also. So will be given all those details post the payment. Not sure how they share it, maybe via email itself. Not sure about it. Advanced Java is not necessary for this course. No. What will you do with advanced Java? Not necessary for this course. So even for your manual database testing and manual API testing also, I'll be giving you Word documents like this. So in the initial days, I'll be sharing the notes via Google Classroom. But after a few days, I will let you know how to create your accounts on GitHub. If you guys already have accounts on GitHub, that's fine. If you don't have any idea about GitHub, that's all right, no problem. I'll help you with the account creation on that website, and I'll be sharing everything via GitHub only. I'll be taking you as closely as possible to a real-time project. Okay. Because I really can't disclose my company project or any other company's project because of the confidentiality. Okay. We really should not disclose any real-time projects that I work on as part of my job. So that's not how it works. But your projects, all that stuff will be explained to you in detail, will be taken as closer as possible to a real-time project as part of this course. You will be job ready, trust me. There have been many candidates who reach out to me even post their sessions where they were asked around 90 to 95% of the questions from the course contents itself. Imagine 90 to 95% of the core interview questions were covered from this course content itself. The notes for the automation will also be provided on GitHub also. I'll be giving all the notes here also. This is a morning batch. I'm not done with them yet. So this is just part of their notes. Okay, I'll be giving all the notes on GitHub page also. Inside the program also. I'll be giving everything that is required for your knowledge. So yes, the code will be available offline also. Once I set it up in your machines, the notes and the code will be available offline also. You will have the entire notes and code with you because that's the entire purpose of the course, right? If I keep the notes and code with me, how will you even learn? So the notes and the code will be shared with you no matter what. Daily, I'll be sharing the code also. Every day after I complete my teaching, immediately I'll share the notes with you within 2 minutes. Within 2 minutes. I'm not going to mail any one of you. I'm not going to put it up in a group. No. There is a separate mechanism for that. I will explain that when we start our course. I don't want to confuse you with too much of stuff now. Yes, I'm a test automation engineer. Yes, I am a test automation engineer. I have around 8 years of experience. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Do you have any other queries, guys? You can type it in the chat box, guys. You can type it in the chat box. Durga, maybe not. That may not be possible because Naresh IT does not accept that, so maybe not possible. The classes will start from next week, but again, tomorrow I'll be taking a few demo. I'll be teaching a few concepts tomorrow. So tomorrow you'll be having a demo class. So yes, Maven will be covered. The basics of Maven will be covered. Nothing to worry. See, whatever is enough for an automation engineer, someone who has around 4 to 5 years of experience, that's enough. And at the end of the course, after completing your Cucumber and sample project explanation, I will also give your resumes for manual, resumes for automation, so that you can use that as base and you can prepare your own resume. I will also tell you how to upload your resumes on Naukri so that you guys can start applying for jobs also. Just when we complete our test NG, I will tell you how to, I'll share you the sample resumes also. So by the time we complete our Cucumber framework, I would expect you guys to be ready with your manual or automation resumes, whatever you are interested in. And I would also expect you guys to have some Naukri accounts. Create your account on Naukri, and I will tell you what to update on Naukri, all the keywords, all the fields that you need to update, so that you have a very good chance of getting a job. Very simple, very small, simple details that you need to update. I'll tell you all that stuff. Some of you might already know it, but yes, even if you know all of these concepts, you'll still have to sit in the class because there are many people who don't know stuff. So even if you know some of these concepts, you will still have to sit in the session no matter what. You never know, you might learn something new every day. So better to sit in the class along with the rest of them. Anything else, guys? Do you have anything else? Do you have anything else, guys? Or are we good to wind up for today? Mock interviews? Sure, not possible. Because you can see that 120, 130 people have joined the session. It is really not possible for me to take mock interviews. No, because it gets very troublesome to take mock interviews. Maybe you can check with the admin team. There may be someone who might support, but as part of this course, mock interview is not something that is encouraged. But trust me, I will be asking you many questions in the as part of daily sessions. Trust me, with since I have enough experience in the IT industry, I believe 8 years is no less. So with my experience, I can tell you that if you answer my questions thoroughly every day without searching on Google, because you guys are all joining from online, I really don't know if you're answering it sincerely or if you're answering from Google. But if you're answering sincerely all my questions every day in the chat box, trust me, you will be easily able to secure a job. Because even I interview people, so I know how to interview also, how to ask questions also. So any doubts, how to contact? There are appropriate forums. You can ask in the class, in chat box. You can ask in Google Classroom. You can ask even on Slack. I'll let you know all those details once the actual batch starts. So tomorrow also it will be the same Zoom link. The link does not change. Tomorrow also you have the same Zoom link. You can join from the same Zoom link tomorrow also. Okay. Until the admin team gives you a different link, continue using the same link. All right, guys. All right. Or anything else? Do you have anything else? Let me know. हाँ कलीम बोलिए. Type it, Kalim. Type it. You can type it in the chat box. Type it. Okay. No problem, Kalim. Career gap. That's all right. No problem. You can still join this course. You can still join this course. But the thing is, you will have to arrange those documents for the career gap. If you are going to put up some experience, you will have to arrange those documents. But if you want to join as a fresher, you can still join. No problem. you will have enough job opportunities. I'm not going to say that you have a career gap, you will not get a job. I'm not saying that, but you have to work a little harder. Yes, classes will be in English. Sometimes maybe it's not really suggested. It's not really recommended to teach in any other language other than English, because we have people joining from across the country, sometimes even outside the country also. So the entire class will be covered in English only. See, Kalim, I really can't suggest anything as such, but I mean, not sure. Those two profiles, the profile which you are saying is completely different from what we learn, I believe. So again, I leave it up to you. This has enough opportunities in the market. You can get it as a fresher also, no problem. But don't expect experience level salaries. Yeah, if you join as a fresher, you will get a fresher level salary. If you join as an experienced candidate, you will get experience level salary. That's what I'm trying to explain it to you here. Stopping my screen share. If you guys have anything else, let me know. Or else we can wrap it up here for today. Stopping the recording also.